Okay, Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Very good day to Dr. Asma. And hey everyone. So today I will talk about why interest is matters in our system and the difference between conventional economic and Islamic economy. So let's get started. Hey everyone. My name is Muhammad Hazim bin Sahibi, and today I want to talk about something that really interesting. No pun intended. Uh, it is about interest itself and how it shapes both the normal economy and the Islamic economy. So now, when we hear the words about economy, we usually imagine numbers, charts, graphs, and all those complicated terms that make our head spin. Okay, so when we heard it, yeah, maybe we are not clear about economy, but honestly, the economy is quite simple actually. Yes, it's just about um, how people earn, spend, and share money. Economy uh, is about the system that helps us live, from buying food to building homes and etc. I think that's related to economics in our modern city life. Oh, yes. But the Islamic economy, it is a bit different than normal economic. We say it conventional economy. Because Islamic economy is on not it's not only about money, it's about values, justice, and balance, and that is the three important things in economy in Islamic economies. I'm sorry. So I would talk about what is the economy. So let's just start simple. Uh, I'm sorry. In a normal economy, people and businesses aim for one thing only. That is profit. Yes, this is the thing they really love thing about economy. And one of the most common ways to make profit is through something called interest. Yes. So I will give you guys an example. So if I borrow 1,000 ringgit from bank, and the bank will ask me to pay back 1,100. So that extra 100 is interest. So that's how banks make their money. Yes, at first it sounds fair, right? They lend money and then they take some profit from us. I mean, not from us. Actually, they get some profit because we lend from direct. So, but if we look deeper, interest will create interest creates an imbalance between the investor and the lendership. People and also people who have already money, they will keep earning more. Like yes, like banks or someone that's we lends money, and they often and this will trap us in a debt. Yes. So in the normal economy, interest is seen as legal and normal. But in the Islamic economy, it is not allowed and it is also haram. Uh, so, and that is where the main difference begins. All right. So, what is uh, this interest in Islamic view? And in Islam, we call it is riba. Yes. So, interest in Islam is riba. So what riba means? Riba means taking an unfair or extra amount from someone when lending money. Yes, and Islam forbids it, not because Islam dislikes, not because Islam dislikes business, but because it protects from people from it protects people from injustice. Uh, so in the Quran, Allah says, Allah has permitted trade and forbidden riba in Surah Al-Baqarah ayat 207 207 5. So this verse clearly separates trade and riba because trade involved in effort, risk, and real value. For example, the graph about the trading markets, and also riba means gaining money from money itself. I mean, it increase when we lend from someone. When we do that, it is without, it doesn't have effort and doesn't have risk. So Islam teach that when one person gains money without taking risk or doing work, sorry, someone else will suffer loss, and that's why Islam forbids riba to make sure both sides are treated fairly. So I want to talk more about this. So what is the problem with interest in modern life? So now let's look at the world today. Yes, I'm sorry, I'm a little bit sick. Okay. Interest is everywhere. It is in bank loans, it is in credit cards, and it is in car financing, housing loans, and even student loans. Yes, most people don't realize how interest traps them. So let's say you take 10,000 loan. You think it is manageable, you think can be paid, but the bank adds interest, and if you miss a payment or two, the amount grows and grows even higher. Yes, before you know it, in the next uh, 4 to 7 years or 10 years, they will owe you 15,000 or more. Yes, it will make our brain. I cannot say about that. And you are stuck in a cycle of debt because of that. Yes. So now imagine this happening to millions of people. Yes, also to our fathers. That lends a car from a bank. So that is when entire country starts to suffer. Price rises, uh, inflation grows. Inflation grows. I mean, I'm sorry. The value of money drops. So that's how financial crisis began. So in 2008, for instance, the world faced a huge financial crisis, mainly because debt and interest. Yes. So people and banks uh, took too many risky loans, and when those loans failed, the the whole system collapsed. Yeah. So that's why there are so many people becomes a victim of this debt, and that is the weaknesses of economy built on interest. So now I will talk about why Islamic economy is more fairer system than conventional economy. So how does the Islamic economy deal with this problem? How can they fix it? So it focuses on real value, the Islamic economy, real trade, real services, and real investment. Okay, instead of interest, Islamic finance use partnership and and risk sharing. So there are few main types in this. So the first one is mudarabah, we call in Islamic economy. It means a profit sharing partnership between an investor and entrepreneur. So if there is a profit, both will share it. If there is loss, both will face it. Means it's a win and win situation. So next is murabaha. So it is a sale where the bank buys an item and sells it to the customer at non-profit. There's no hidden interest in that. So both sides agree clearly. So the last one is musyarakah. It is a joint investment where all partners contribute money or effort and profit are shared fairly. Yeah, so that means there is an agreement between them when they buy or lend something. So this system connect money to real activity, not just lending and earning from lending and earning from someone's debt. Okay, so Islam encourages business and trade, mm, but it must be honest and transparent and also beneficial for everyone that involved in it. Okay, guys. So how this Islamic economy builds a better society? So the goal of Islamic economy is to is not just to make people rich, but it to make society fair and stable. So when there is no interest, people are encouraged to invest in real things, right, like businesses, housing, and education. Well, money keeps moving through the economy instead of being locked away in banks with the uh, being locked away in banks or with the wealthy. It also teaches responsibility. If you share profit, you share risk. So that creates honesty, trust, and a sense of fairness in businesses. So it will reduce greed and stop exploitation. And because Islam forbids riba, it pushes Muslims to find creative and ethical ways to handle finance like Islamic banks, zakat systems, and halal investment. So the Islamic systems connects money with morality. So we can learn as students about this. Now, you might be thinking, okay, this all sounds good, but I'm still a student, you know. How does this affect me? Okay, actually, it does affect you when you understand how interest works. You will become wiser with money, so you will not be a fool in uh, about money. You need to think genius about money. So you will think twice before taking a loan or using credit cards you can pay off. So you will start seeing money as an amanah, trust from Allah. There is something to use wisely, not to harm yourself or others. And when we enter the working world, as employees, businesses owners, or even leaders, we can bring these Islamic values into real life. So values like honesty, justice, and compassion. So these are not religious ideas; they are practical values that can make the economy stronger and fairer. So I will, in short, let's summarize everything clearly. So, in a normal or conventional economy, the main goal is to earn profit. Money, money grows through loans and interest, and the risk usually falls on the borrower, and the system focuses mainly on legal contracts. But in an Islamic economy, money grows through fair trade and investment. Both sides share the risk and the profit, so no one will become advantage from the others. So is built on the Islamic economy is built on ethics, fairness, and Sharia principle. So why both system and for growth, the Islamic ones make sure that growth remains moral, balanced, and just. So to wrap it all up, interest might look small, but its impact is huge, very huge in economy. So it decides who wins and who struggles. The Islamic economy is not against success; it is about fair success. Yes, it's not just about the profit; it's about the musyarakah between us and the balance between Islam in economies. So it teaches us that we can build wealth without exploiting anyone. So next time you hear the word riba, don't just think it is a religious rule. Think of it as protection, a system that keeps money connected to real work, effort, and human values. Because when we follow these principles, we don't just build stronger economy, we build a better, more peaceful world. So, thank you so much, you guys, for listening, and thank you to Dr. Asma. And I hope this talk helps you see the economy and the Islamic economy in a new, clearer, and more meaningful way. So, that's all from me. Thank you so much, guys, and peace out.